CC Sabathia was going to get an MRI now on that hamstring.
No, let's wait and see what happens. He said it felt like a cramp.
This is what he said.
Let's have a little optimism.
Felt the grab. I thought it may be a cramp. So, didn't feel it when I was standing there, and then went to push off the last time, and it hurt. Didn't feel good.
I can't imagine that. Joe Girardi.
It's an issue. It's his left hamstring. Obviously, he's going to have an MRI, and we'll get a timetable for it. But I anticipate it's a deal.
Anticipate. See? He didn't
Doesn't
sound
feel
like
good.
Well, he's going to miss a start, so you might as well put him on the deal anyway.
Yeah.
Right. But, he's been
you're
pitching.
right, but
He's taking an MRI, though.
He is going to do that. He's not turning down the
MRI.
He's actually going to do it, which is nice to see. But look, he's been a reliable pitcher for them over the course of most of the season. And with the Yankees, I guess if there's an Achilles heel, it's the starting pitching. Would you say? They score a ton of runs. They have a good bullpen for the most part.
Tanaka's been your Achilles heel.
Yeah, Tanaka. Yeah,
I wouldn't say the entire starting pitching.
Well, no. The other four are just fine.
Maybe Achilles heel is the wrong way to put it. I mean, if there's an area of potential weakness, where where would they have the most trouble? Where's your most concern? It would be their starting pitching. So you lose CC Sabathia, that's a problem. If he can't get himself right, now he's dealing with that for the rest of the season. That can affect him. Obviously, his legs. When he hurt his knee, you saw how it affected his pitching. So, not knowing what Tanaka is going to be this year, and then now having CC with this injury, with this issue with the hamstring, there's your cause for concern with the Yankees.
I don't necessarily look at it as a cause for concern. No, because, again, listen, he pitched great before he got hurt last night. Chris Carter still drives me crazy if I'm a Yankees fan. Bases loaded, 1 out, he pops up. The error he made where Joe Girardi pretty much just said he missed it, just like the pitch in extra innings, he just missed it. No, but when you get off to a start the way that they've gotten off to a start, and you put yourself in a position where you're leading the American League East, is you can afford to let CC Sabathia get right.
Not to mention you won both series against your division rivals who were the closest to being able to
Baltimore
catch you with the
stinks
division.
right now. Baltimore's awful right now.
They're awful. And you're creating more separation. This is an opportunity to create more separation between those two teams. Between you and those two teams. So I think the Yankees will be fine. We understand the issues that Tanaka has had, and we understand that CC Sabathia is going to miss a start, maybe two, with the hamstring issue. But you feel good about the rest of the team, right? Outside of the production in terms of the bats at first base, everything else is, questionable at third, even though Chase Headley had a good night last night. He had the double, he had the home run. But, you haven't gotten consistent production at a first and third in your lineup. So, that's the thing that you got to look for, to improve. Hopefully Greg Bird comes back, and the foot was really the issue earlier in the season, got him off to the slow start during the regular season. Hopefully he can come back and be more productive. But, you feel good about this Yankees team, and from everything that they've showed us, anytime one person struggles in their lineup, everybody else picks up the slack.
Somebody picks it
so
up.
I don't think it'll be any different with CC being out of the lineup.